Hey everyone, so in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you all a bunch of top affordable makeup picks. I see a lot of you guys wanting me to come out with more affordable content. You guys know I absolutely love luxury beauty. For me, I like to look at the formulas themselves. I don't like any of these products solely because they are affordable, because I think that's kind of counterintuitive. Just because an affordable product is affordable doesn't mean that the product is good. I buy luxury makeup, I buy affordable makeup, and I like to just look at the formulas themselves and see how they perform. I mean, me, I'd rather save money on like a really truly good affordable formula. So that is what this video is all about. These are really some exceptional product picks that I have to talk about with you guys. Now, first up, we have a new launch from Beauty Pie. They are sponsoring this portion of the video. I'm such a huge fan of Beauty Pie because I truly don't think that you can get such luxurious, beautiful formulas at that price point. I mean, they've made it possible, but it still blows my mind every time I try a new product from them. But this isn't a new formula. These are two new shades of the Wonder Gloss Collagen Lip Oils. I'm actually wearing the shade Sun Hazed on my lips today. If you guys aren't familiar with Beauty Pie, they are essentially a membership club. So you pay yearly to have access to membership only pricing. So for example, their lip oils are $12 when typically at retail they would be about $30. Across all of the formulas that I have tried from Beauty Pie, I have been blown away by how luxurious they are and just the overall performance. These lip oils are no different though. So again, I have the shade Sun Hazed on my lips, and I have to talk about this shade first just because I'm pretty sure that if I came out with a lip oil shade, it would literally be this color. I think a lot of you guys know that I love like a cool toned, like a sheer cool toned brown. Those are some of my favorite colors and they're really hard to come by. So this one is like the perfect cool toned, like bronze, I don't know, like bronze kind of shade just to add that little bit of edge to any look, and it's absolutely incredible. It also has like this very insanely fine golden shimmer to it that just kind of adds a volume to your lips. If you have insanely dry lips, pretty chronically the way that I do, this formula is pretty perfect. It's not like a traditional lip oil, so if you're used to a really thin kind of slippy lip oil, this is not that kind of texture. Personally, this is the kind of texture that I like out of a lip oil. It feels almost like a liquid lip balm. Like honestly, if they called this a liquid lip balm, I would believe that it could be that category. It has a gorgeous plushness to it. There's hibiscus and cherry oil in here. There also is collagen, which is really good at just adding more moisture to the lips. This is one of those lip oils that of course looks really beautiful on the lips, but when you take off the product or when it wears off, you're left with softer, more supple lips. So that's what I really like. This one is certainly one of the best formulas I've tried. Also, it smells like a really, really decadent vanilla. Like somehow they were like, how do we make vanilla, like a vanilla scent, smell expensive? And somehow they did that. I also have the shade Naked Peach, and this is just a very soft, peachy lip oil with that soft golden shimmer. So whether you want something a little bit more warm or you want to go with something a little bit more on the cool tone side, both of these are absolutely gorgeous. And they have a ton of different shades to choose from in general. I also do have a code for $10 off your first purchase, and it is Amanda Z sent me. I'll leave everything down below. Another favorite from Beauty Pie that I have talked about a lot before are the eyeshadow pencils. This formula is typically $30 and you get it for $9.50. This is a product that has blown me away time and time again, specifically because of the matte shades. I love the more metallic shades, of course. The Brazilianaire and Huntress are like my two favorites. Something I've talked about before on my channel is that a good creamy matte shadow is incredibly difficult to find at an affordable price. It doesn't surprise me that typically at retail these are $30 because that is the kind of price point I'm expecting out of this formula. But the shade Teddy Bear and En Taupe are what I have on my eyes today, and the blend is absolutely gorgeous. just an effortless kind of product to work with, and they last on the eyes as well. This is definitely one of those matte shadows that I will take into the crease to make any of my other shadows last longer. That's kind of my favorite way to use these, or just like with a really nice kind of matte look like this. I just absolutely adore them. I'm also wearing the Uber Boost Volume Mascara. It is $12 when it's typically $30. This is definitely a top 3 kind of mascara for me. I use it almost every time I do my makeup. If you just love that like fluffy, volumized lash look, this is certainly one that I think that you will adore. But another newer favorite that I had to mention is the Beauty Pie Seamless Foundation Buffing Brush. I recently did a reel over on Instagram using this brush. I have a whole video on like my favorite balm foundations as well as balm bronzers, like cream bronzer products, coming up very soon. And in preparation, I have been trying a lot of balm foundations, cream bronzers. This, I think, is one of the best cream product brushes that I've ever used. I am so glad that I tried it. It is just the perfect density to press product into the skin. It's uber soft. It's in general an incredibly luxurious brush, and I was blown away when I looked at the price. This is $7.60 and it's typically $45. Again, I think that this brush is certainly one of the best that I've used. It's really the only brush that I'm reaching for when I'm applying cream products. It's certainly one of those brushes that you want extras of just lying around because you just know your makeup is always going to look good when you use them. As for a serum foundation that I've really been enjoying, I actually talked about this in my recent Save or Splurge video. This is the Sensitive Skin Serum Foundation from Neutrogena. And you know what? I picked this up on a whim, and sometimes that works out, sometimes it doesn't, but this product has really, really blown me away. I have the shade Light 02. It is what is on my skin today. Actually, I mean, I probably could have gone with a slightly darker shade, but this is the only one that I have. This look today, I wanted to try like a little bit more of like a sunburnt kind of look with little cool tone kind of accents. But anyway, this is just so incredible if you are into that sheer, fresh, no makeup kind of look. I actually immediately was reminded of like the Chanel Water Fresh tint when I applied it today. I had never made that connection, but the way it looks on the skin is incredibly similar. The textures are completely different. It's just one of those soft, perfecting tinted moisturizers that just give you that really good quality skin look. It is not going to look like a lot of product. Again, it's not going to add a ton of coverage, but somehow it makes your entire face look fresher. Your skin just softly is illuminated. I can absolutely see myself picking up another shade and using this all summer. The dropper is a little bit annoying, as these can tend to be, but I would look past that any day. Don't love a lot of affordable base products. That's something that I almost always purchase luxury, but this feels luxurious to me. Next, let's talk about a blush that I absolutely adore. This is certainly one of the best blush formulas that I've tried this year. So this is from Half Caked. It is the In Sync Liquid Blush. I have all of the shades, but the shade I'm wearing today is Brown Sugar. Not only are these shades absolutely on point, but this formula is so pretty. I think the reason I like it so much is it's just one of those easy to work with kind of formulas that wants to blend in with literally anything that you have on your face. In fact, I wore this the other day, and my makeup was not looking good, and I was almost thinking about, you know, I was on the edge of like, I might just take off all of my makeup and restart, which is not a great feeling, especially when you're late, and I was definitely late. But I put on a bit of this and it just melted all of the products together, I immediately had such a gorgeous radiance to my skin, and it kind of softened all of the edges of my makeup that were looking choppy. Like, it somehow made everything look really seamless, all blended in. The Seamless Foundation Buffing Brush is the brush of choice with this one. It gives just the right amount of rich pigment. It's not too much pigment, it's not too sheer either, but it still blends out really seamlessly. I am really, really excited about this launch, and again, the colors are absolutely perfect for the summer. Now, another cream product that I want to talk about is a favorite that I've used it for a long time, but I haven't mentioned it for a while either. It's the Ulta Beauty Oh My Glow Cream Bronzer, and this is the shade Mocha. It's the shade that I'm wearing today, and I initially picked up this cream bronzer because I really, really liked the color. You can see that it has a little bit of yellow to it, but when you kind of blend it out, you can still see that it doesn't lean way too warm. And for me, on my skin, I just find that it kind of adds this sculpt that I really, really enjoy. The formula is a very thin, stiff cream, great pigment. It's not a really glowy product either. Because it's so thin, at first when you feel it, you might feel a little bit of emollients, but when it goes on the skin, you can really build it in sheer layers, which I think makes for an ultra natural look. I just love the shape it gives the skin. Like, it really does such a good job of adding a bronze while sitting also like very closely on the skin. So as far as cream bronzers go, this one from Ulta I think is a good one. And another product that is $1, which I bought this so long ago and it was just kind of like sitting around and I'd never tried it. But I am very happy that I recently started using it. So this is the AOA Studio Slim Brow. Again, a lot of AOA products are like $1. This is one of them. And I have the shade Medium Brown. It's what's in my brows today. Such a good, stable brow pencil. And at that price, it's just kind of unbelievable. It's not too creamy, which I find is like a typical pet peeve that I have with like less expensive brow pencils. They just tend to be super emollient and creamy in the brows. And for me personally, I do need a good balance between wax and cream as far as texture, because I find that a little bit of stiffness with a brow pencil can actually help you get that hair-like effect. You get a spoolie on one end. There are a decent amount of colors as well. I'm also a fan of the AOA sponges that I think are around $1.50 to $2. I have a bunch of those lying around here. But for $1, this kind of formula is just never something that I would have expected. So yeah, these are some of my absolutely gorgeous, affordable favorites. Thank you again to Beauty Pie for sponsoring a portion of today's video. If you guys have questions about like Beauty Pie, if you have questions about really any of the products that I talked about today, please let me know down below. I'm happy to help. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you in my next one.